What if laziness isn't real? What if the thing we call procrastination is actually your mind waving a white flag? What if the answer isn't more willpower, but less resistance? Because what most people call laziness isn't about being unwilling. It's about being overwhelmed, stuck, burnt out. And today, we're diving into an 800-year-old method called Mushin, born on the battlefield by samurai, refined in Zen temples, and used today by creators, athletes, and thinkers, not to push harder, but to flow smarter. This isn't about forcing yourself to act. It's about removing what's in the way. Let's start with something most people get wrong: laziness. We're taught that if you're not doing something all the time, working, improving, pushing forward, then you're falling behind. And that pressure makes you feel like something is wrong with you if you stop. But what if not acting isn't a flaw? What if it's your mind trying to protect you? In samurai culture, stillness wasn't seen as weakness. When a warrior paused, it wasn't because he was avoiding the fight. It was because he was paying attention, waiting for the right moment. They called this Mushin, no mind, a state where you stop overthinking, stop freezing, and just move with clarity. Procrastination isn't about being lazy. It's about hitting a wall made of stress, self-doubt, or mental overload. Your brain sees even the smallest task as too much to do, so it puts on the brakes. Not because you're unwilling, but because everything feels like too much at once. Think about the moments when you avoided simple tasks. It's not just sending an email, you're also figuring out what to say, how it might come across, and what could go wrong. Going to the gym, well, it's not just a workout, it's getting dressed, making the trip, finishing the routine, and thinking about what comes next. These aren't just steps. They feel heavy, complicated, and stressful. And that's exactly where Mushin comes in. Mushin isn't about trying harder. It's about clearing the mental clutter. It means no mind, not because you stop thinking altogether, but because you stop getting stuck in thoughts. There's no over-planning, no second-guessing, no inner fight, just action. Calm, natural, and free from pressure. Samurai used it to move without hesitation. Artists use it to create without fear. It's not a trick, it's a way of returning to motion. So what do you do when even getting started feels impossible? Well, let go of the need to do everything all at once. When your mind is overwhelmed, it turns small tasks into massive problems. Suddenly, one thing becomes everything. That's not momentum, it's a shutdown. Mushin takes the pressure off. You don't need to finish the whole thing, just begin. Not with a big step, but a small one. Stand up, take a breath. This shift, removing just one thought, one layer of pressure, is powerful. It's called one less thought. When your brain builds a mountain, take it apart. Break the moment down to something your body already knows how to do, and do that. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Mushin doesn't come from thinking, it comes from moving. Samurai didn't spend their time analyzing every choice. They trained until their reactions became natural. In a real fight, there's no time to stop and plan. They needed to trust their bodies. And that only happens when action becomes second nature. Modern science backs this up. When you're stuck in your head, doubting, hesitating, overthinking, that's your prefrontal cortex working overtime. But when you let go and just do the thing, a different part of your brain takes over. The basal ganglia. That's where habits live. It's the part that helps you drive home without thinking about every turn. Mushin is what happens when you move from thinking to doing. But here's the catch. When you feel overwhelmed, your body tightens. Your muscles tense, your breathing shortens, and you brace like something bad is about to happen. That tension is what makes things feel even harder. Mushin teaches the opposite. Drop the weight. Breathe out. Let your body loosen. Let your movement be soft, not forced. Bruce Lee said it best. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. He wasn't just talking about fighting, he was talking about life. Water doesn't resist, it moves, it finds a way. That's what Mushin is, and the moment you stop fighting your thoughts and let your body lead, you're already there. One of the simplest ways to break through mental fog is to just start moving. Not a big workout or a long walk, just a few steps. Stand up, let your body lead. When your mind feels stuck, movement brings it back to the moment. You feel your feet hit the floor, you notice your breath. Suddenly, you're not lost in thought, you're here. This gentle shift helps more than you'd expect. It's not about reaching some big milestone. It's about waking your body up and letting it guide the next step. If that still feels hard, try this. Count down from 3. Don't think, just count. 3, 2, 1, and do something small. Open your laptop, pick up a pen, reach for your shoes. It doesn't have to be exciting. What matters is that you acted before your brain had time to talk you out of it. And if your mind pushes back, give yourself an easy limit. 2 minutes. That's it. You can stop after that if you want, but you probably won't, because once you begin, the pressure lifts. You shift from planning to doing. This is where Mushin shows up, not in big moments, but in the ordinary ones. It's what artists feel mid-creation or what cooks feel mid-meal prep. When the noise fades and everything just clicks. It's not a theory, it's a real state where the mind finally steps aside and you just do. And something changes when you're in it. Tasks feel lighter. Your focus sharpens. You stop dragging yourself through the day and start moving with it. You feel more awake, more steady. Even in a messy world, you feel more calm. There's a story from ancient China about an archer. When nothing was at stake, his aim was perfect. But when a prize was on the line, even something small, his hands would shake. The pressure made him miss. His skill hadn't changed, only his mind had. That's what Mushin helps with. It removes the weight of expectations so you can focus on what's in front of you, not what it means about you. Mushin isn't about clearing your mind of all thought. That's not how the brain works. It's about letting thoughts pass without getting pulled in. They come, they go, and you keep going. No story, no judgment, just presence. Zen teachers called this no mind. Not because your mind goes blank, but because it's clear, unstuck, ready to respond. Like water fitting the shape it meets, your mind learns to meet life as it comes. And you don't need silence or a special space to practice this. You can do it while sweeping the floor or tying your shoes. It's not about escaping life, it's about showing up to it fully, even in the little things. This kind of awareness, though, takes time, but not effort in the usual sense. It's built by noticing when your body tenses, noticing when a task suddenly feels too heavy, and instead of pushing harder, you relax, breathe, and shift gently forward. That's why samurai paid close attention to how they moved, how they stood, and how they breathed. They understood that a calm body creates a calm mind. Breathing from deep in your belly, your center, grounds you. Opening your awareness instead of narrowing it gives your mind space to settle. Moving from stillness brings control without tension. And today, science supports all of this. The more you practice calm action, the more your brain adapts. It starts making those actions easier, familiar, and safe. Even under pressure, you begin to lean in, not shut down. But here's the important part. You have to stop believing the old stories, the ones that say you're lazy or too far behind or never follow through. Those are just habits of thought. Mushin teaches you not to argue with them, but to stop obeying them, like stepping around a puddle instead of trying to dry it up. You are not the struggle in your head. You're the awareness that notices it, and that awareness already knows how to begin. So, pick something, keep it small, take a breath, and move toward it. And do that again tomorrow, and again the next day. You don't have to fix everything, you just need to keep flowing. And don't wait for the perfect conditions. Some of the best moments of Mushin happen in ordinary routines, doing the dishes, folding laundry, walking outside. The Japanese call time in nature shinrin-yuko, or forest bathing. Just being present with trees, the wind, and your breath can help reset your system. Mushin isn't about escaping the world, it's about showing up to it completely. Soon, you'll notice the shift. You'll catch yourself taking action before fear has had a chance to stop you. You'll stop avoiding the things that used to weigh you down, and little by little, you'll find your rhythm. Not perfect, not pressure-filled, just steady, clear, present. That's Mushin. Not fighting your way through life, but moving with it, one quiet step at a time. Well, if you made it this far, then you're already practicing. You're already beginning to tap into that calm space beneath all the pressure, and that's what really matters. Not chasing more, but learning how to move with less resistance. So, keep giving it a try. 1 week, practice Mushin, then come back and tell us what changed. And if you learned a lot from this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.